What's going on, party people? This is Chris Straw, aka Keep It Chris, with open 24 hours. Reporting here live from our newsroom. This is just me giving you guys a little bit of a review on a show that I watched tonight called The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe you've heard about it. Yeah, we're just going to give you a recap of tonight's episode. It was crazy. I mean, the thing that we've been hearing about all season. We're going to talk about the altercation between Cynthia and Portia and what's going on with some of the other girls. So let's just get into it. Tonight's episode opened off with Portia wanted to do something special for her man. She went to go buy some sexy outfits to hopefully do like a sexy photo shoot with him. And when it was time for her to do that, her boyfriend Duke was MIA. They were supposed to, I guess, go shopping together or do the shoot together. I don't know. I kind of started watching the episode a little bit late, so forgive me on that. But you know what I think? I mean, I'm kind of having a weird feeling about those two together because I think she's still hurting from her first relationship, and understandably so. She says she's not a fan of divorce and things like that. And when you kind of have that instilled, where when you get married, you stay together forever. You're supposed to work through your problems. I mean, people have different mentalities about marriage. You can either see like Cynthia's mentalities on the other hand, things run its course, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. But Portia kind of feels that, we should have been in it for the long haul, but, things play out how they play out. So that was crazy. Then we switch over to Candy. She's having a conversation with Cynthia about the restaurant that they want to open up, her and Todd. I think that's a great idea. Candy seems like the kind of lady who, let me just be real. She's like one of the thicker ones of the group, and her opening a restaurant with her boyfriend, I kind of think that would. She's a business savvy woman. She's worked with girl groups. She's worked in the music industry. Period. So she knows that kind of go getter business type lifestyle. So I think that this restaurant thing might be a good step for her. I mean, I know she's dealing with a lot with her pregnancy and everything, and being a newlywed too. But if she plans this out right, like I know she can, I think this is gonna be. I can't wait to kind of see what comes of that. I think that's gonna be kind of successful and good for her. The lovely Kim Fields. Let me just say that I love that there is an actual actress on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is no reality star, some woman who's like, well, I didn't really know who she was before this show. I mean, you know who Kim Fields was. Everybody knows her, or at least, everybody knows her from as being Regine on the hit series Living Single with Queen Latifah and Kim Coles and a slew of other great actors and actresses. And even before that, Facts of Life and so many different things. So I'm just saying, shout out to Kim Fields for, first of all, agreeing to do the show to give us a glimpse into her life post Hollywood, post, the television. It's just really great to kind of see the approach that she brings to it. It's really awesome. Where am I at here? What happens before? I'm trying to get through some stuff before I get to what I really want to talk about. That boat, Georgia. Kim. Oh right, I was on Kim Fields. So she has a discussion with Phaedra, and they talk about it's a play date for their kids, which that's kind of awesome. I know Phaedra's, I'm sure she's feeling super lonely, super single motherish, and shout out to the single moms doing their thing, trying to keep it together despite whatever your situation. There's still single fathers too, single parents. Period. If you're a single parent, hey, keep on doing your thing, keep on being strong. People love you. I love you. She's talking with Phaedra about like how she doesn't feel like she's lost her sense of self, maybe her sense of fun, because her life is so involved with these children, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's good that really don't see anything wrong with people taking time out to focus on their kids and that being their main focus. Sometimes the problem is you so busy living your own life and being yourself that you just kind of forget about your kids. You don't listen to them, you don't talk to them, so that when they start to come of age and find themselves and start to do things, you know, they're coming to you, mom, dad, this is this. And a lot of parents kind of either get angry or shun or just don't understand. And I'm like, well, hell, if you've been paying attention to them or talking to them or seeing kind of what they want, guiding them, so to speak, you know, it'd be okay. At least you know what's going on. So I don't think she's focused on her kids and her husband and home life. So, but at the same time, you know, you want to have friends, female friends in particular. You want to feel like you can go out and have a girls' night and have fun, and you know, just kind of get away from the home life. So, you know, I think that will be totally possible with this group of women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they talk a little bit about it, and you know, she kind of gets emotional that you know, that she's losing that, but you know, that changes quickly when that last scene hits. Bae. Now, we are on this boat. Miss Kenya Moore decides to throw a bachelorette party for Cynthia. And I'm like, nah, she's still married. Ain't she still married? I'm like, whatever. So, whatever. It's single girls party, new freedom, new, you know, whatever. We on a boat, you know, and drinking. And let me tell you, baby, once that alcohol hits, the filter flies off, and boy, did it ever fly off. So they're on the boat, they're having fun, and it's kind of funny how the show did it, how Bravo did it, because they're like, you know, oh, we're just having a good time, pouring up drinks, you know, this is what we needed. This is what the girls are saying the whole time. Feels fun. This is what we needed. All the while, we sitting back there like, here it comes, here it comes. So what happens is they're on the boat talking, and let me just rewind a little bit. Portia brings her friend, who Kenya doesn't like. They kind of have a little altercation. And who else brings a friend? I think Cynthia brings one of her friends, and she's talking about how she's married to this white dude, and he's all, I mean, was she like for real, like super white Nazi, something like, I don't know. She was weird, and that's why she went swimming by herself. I mean, it was just like, poor Candy, she got left in the, they were talking to the girl with the long blonde braid. I forget her name, but and the other women kind of slowly trickle away, and Candy's just left there like, I'm gonna go see what they doing. And baby, you know how that is when you left with that, you know, awkward person, and you like, where y'all going? Hello. So anyway, why am I looking at these notes? Because I know what I want to talk about. This boat. Now, throughout the course and many drinks into the evening, Kenya gets into this little scuffle with Portia's friend because she felt that at her event, at Kenya's event, the friend was being rude about, you know, saying little things. And you know, Kenya, she is a very delicate soul. I mean, she is just will go off, get offended, and really dig into any little thing that you say to her. I mean, you could say, Kenya, you know, you got a booger in your nose, and all of a sudden it's like, you know, she done called me ugly. I don't know, but you know, it's petty, which, no surprise, it's a reality TV show. But Kenya gets so into her feelings that she's like, Mr. Capitan, you need to take us back to the dock because we have a person who needs to get off my boat. Now, I guess since she's paying for it, it's now my boat. It's Cynthia's party, but all of a sudden it's my boat and my thing, and you got to get off my stuff. And I bet that man who's driving that boat like, really? Y'all snitches get on my nerves. So, anyway, speaking of snitches, the real word I wanted to say, the word of the evening, bitches. Oh my gosh. So, Portia and Cynthia, you know, she's been kind of like joking with her about the whole Peter situation. I mean, it seems a little insensitive, but, you know, it could be whatever. I wouldn't joke about it, and you can see that she started to feel some kind of way about it, but there's a point where Portia says, whatever, bitch, to Cynthia. And thing about that B word, you got to be real careful. Some people love it, some people hate it. You cannot say that B word to every single female. You can't say that B word to every single dude. I mean, you know, it's kind of like the wig's coming off, the lashes coming off. It's like when you say that B word, it's a double-edged sword because we toss it around so much. I mean, especially like people like in the gay community and then the LGBT community, stuff like that. Like, hey, bitch, what's going on, bitch? All that kind of stuff. But when you say it kind of like out of context, and I'll admit, she did kind of, you know, say it like a little boom, boom, 1, 2. And it was like, you know, you don't call me out my name. You do that with some respect. You ain't, you know, you respect me first before you saying, you know, you my best friend, you know, all this kind of stuff. Not that Portia was saying any of that. But anyway, it just set Miss Bailey off. I mean, she was in her face and she had even walked away. Portia, in her all-knowing drunken state, decides to come back over to join Cynthia, and I guess she was talking with one of the other ladies at the time, to kind of, you know, and she got all close and she was like, why are you being so sensitive? Why are you being so, you know, we just say that word all the time. And Cynthia was like, you know, it's the way you said it, Portia. You know, you kind of used it with a little too much, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they going back and forth. Next thing you know, the camera's flying off, to be continued, because what I hear is that Cynthia got in that pants. I mean, I heard, you know, she kind of beat her like a damn drum. I don't know. We'll have to see what comes next week, but dang, what y'all doing in Atlanta? Because y'all will turn all the way up over that B word. And I don't know, what do you think? How do you see that word? It's like I'm kind of torn about it. Some people, you know, bitch this, bitch that, and some people like, you better not even say that word. You know, I'm even reluctant to even say it right now on camera, but whatever. It's a part of the show, so what are we talking about? The show. So, I mean, tell me how you guys feel about this week's episode. Should it have escalated so much? Was Cynthia, was she in her feelings too much? Whatever, bitch. I mean, you just say it. Aren't we friends? Or don't we just say that because we're rich, bougie women and that's just what we do? Or is it like, no, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You don't be talking to nobody like that. You got a problem with me. You better come to my face. You know, you better not be saying those kind of words. Don't be calling me out my name. You treat me with some respect. I mean, I guess that's where Cynthia's anger was coming from, and Portia was just like, I'm not having it either. So, you know, they had their little tiff. We'll see what the tea is, if they're gonna make up, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. This is Keep It Chris with Open 24 Hours. Goodbye, party people.